This is packet tracer 11214 and it's configuring static NAT. So here you got your network topology scenario, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. It says from PC1 ping to the R1 serial 000 interface, and the ping should succeed. So we're gonna start by going to PC1 desktop and then the command prompt, and now you're gonna want to type in the IP address of the serial interface, which is 209.165.128.130, and then hit enter. Alright, and then you see it says reply from, so that's good. Alright, now it says view R1 routing table and running config. So view the R1 configuration on R1. Note that there are no commands referring to NAT. So let's go to R1, the CLI, en conf t. Alright, so we're in configuration mode, and now we're gonna type in the command show run. Oh, whoops. Actually, we're gonna exit and now type in show run. There we go. So there shouldn't be anything about NAT, and so everything looks good. Nothing about NAT on there. Our next step says verify the routing table does not contain entries referring to the IP addresses used by the PC1 and L1. So now we're going to type show IP route. Okay. Alright, and then this is how it should look like on the right here in the red. So just going to double check it. Make sure it has nothing to do with PC1 or L1. And everything looks good. So the next part says verify that NAT is not being used by R1. So we'll type in show IP NAT translations, and nothing comes up when you type in when you enter the command. So that means that there's nothing with the router hasn't been configured with NAT. So we're gonna move on to the next command. It says configure static NAT statements. So create a static NAT translation to map the server 1 inside address to the outside address. So we're gonna type in IP NAT inside source static, and then 172.16.16.1 space 64 150.1. Hit enter. Oh, whoops. Hold on, we're supposed to enter configuration mode, so type en conf t, and then we're going to enter in that command again. So IP NAT inside source static 172.16.16.1, and then 64.100.50.1. Okay. So now it says configure interfaces. So configure the correct inside and outside interfaces. We're going to type INT and our gigabit Ethernet 00. Enter. Now type in IP NAT inside. Enter. Now INTG or serial 0, and then it's going to be our outside. So IP NAT outside. Enter. Alright, now it says test access with NAT, verify connectivity to server 1 web page. So it says open the command prompt on PC1 or L1. So let's head over to PC1 and we're gonna open up command prompt. Okay. And it says attempt to ping the public address for server 1. Ping should succeed. So the public address is going to be the outside address. So that's going to be 64.100.50.1. Oh, hold on. We're going to type ping ahead of that. So ping 64.100.50.1. And it said ping should succeed, so let's see what happens. Alright, so at first it timed out, but once it got going, the next 3 pings succeeded and we got replies. So if we would try that one more time, all 4 would be successful. So we're going to move on. It says verify that both PC1 and L1 can now ping to server 1 webpage. So now let's go to L1, see if that's working. Command prompt ping 64.100.50.1. Enter. Replies. So that looks good. Okay, now it says view NAT translations. Use the following commands to verify the static NAT configuration. Show run, and then show IP NAT translations, and then show IP NAT statics. So let's head over to R1. Gonna exit one more time. Alright, so here we're going to type in show running dash config hold on, show running dash config, enter. Alright, so there you see gigabit Ethernet 00 is configured as NAT inside. Here's the IP address, and then gigabit, or our serial interface should be our outside. So there it is, IP NAT outside. That looks good. So our next command is show IP NAT translations. Enter. Alright, so it says inside global and inside local, outside local. Oh, hold on, let me make this a little bit wider. There we go. It's a little bit easier to see. So that looks good also. And then our last command is show IP NAT statistics. Sorry. Alright, and after you guys just check this, and that should be it.